Okay, so just recorded an entire podcast, our first episode, and none of it was recorded and none of it was live streamed. That sucks. But now we know next time. So that's that. Tax season is coming up and it's actually quite stressful. So we're making sure right now that all of it is figured out and I figure out my taxes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on SOPs for my company. Usually the founder or creator of it should be doing that, just because you have the most amount of context to everything and you're in different departments and you understand pretty much everything. I would just make sure that if you're gonna do SOPs, we should be doing SOPs and playbooks. They're the most boring thing to do, but they are the most fruitful because it allows someone else to do a task that you could have done exactly how your standard. So it allows you to detach from your business. It's like you don't have to be there. You have SOPs that pretty much be like, hey, this is how you do it exactly how I would do it. So people can follow a step-by-step playbook. The tools I use is Loom, Google Docs, and ScribeHow. So yeah, that's done. I'm writing support documents for the support team for frontline 24/7 live chat support. We use Extendly for our customer support. So today's chest and triceps. It was a good day. I finished up some SOPs for the company, for the stuff I created, and then the stuff I worked with another team member on, Steven. He's gonna be creating SOPs for there. So creating SOPs and creating playbooks for your company is so important to be able to detach fully, because it allows you to pretty much not be there. And if someone doesn't do the job right, then you know right away that they just don't know how to follow directions very easily. Because if you do your SOPs right and they said they used your SOP and they did the job incorrectly, then they should honestly be fired right away, because they had an exact step-by-step way to do this thing and they still did it improperly. So that's called someone who doesn't understand instructions. Okay, so those type of people you should not have in your company, because if they can't follow something step by step, written SOPs and a video explanation, like all this stuff, and it was on their own pace and they still did it incorrectly, they should be fired immediately. No questions asked. It's like, I gave you the SOP, this should be followed by the T. There's no reason for it not to be followed by the T. You have softwares like Loom, you have softwares like ScribeHow. Literally, I'm putting this on a Google Doc right now. I'm gonna separate it in a Google Drive. I'm gonna have Loom videos attached to it. I'm gonna have ScribeHow. And this is how I'm gonna detach myself from customer support and allow myself to focus more of my time on research and development for new features for the system. So, unfortunately, the fine opportunity action got delayed yet again. It will be available Monday or Tuesday now, so now I have to wait. That's okay. That just allows us more time to continue testing the prompts and refining the prompts, which is, always a continuous task. So that is something that we're doing. Is we now have like a 99% accuracy score for the AI follow-up identifier prompt, which is really good. So pretty much what that prompt does is that anytime a realtor responds to a follow-up message, if they say no, nothing right now, or like, hey, I do have something coming up, or say, hey, they asked a question, then pretty much what the prompt does, it directs them to the right area. So right now what we're doing pretty much is we're going to start also collecting this data so that we can also advertise it in our marketing. It's like, hey, our AI saved our users this amount of time, and we haven't been tracking that. And I want to be able to start tracking more customer metrics so that, one, we can hold customers more accountable, and 2, we can actually have guarantees. So like if we have a customer that does 5 offers a day and does 50 agents added to follow up per day and does it for 90 days straight, it is impossible, no matter what market you're in, it's impossible for you not to close a deal. I can really make that promise, but we don't have the actual data to show that. Now I can say that all day, but I want to have actual data to show it and actual case studies. We have a ton of testimonials, but they've never been like, a lot of them really can't be reverse engineered. They have a system in place, but I want to be like, hey, if you hit these numbers, I guess we do have it already. It'd be 50 agents added to follow up every single day, and it's 5 offers made per day. So how do we make it as easy as possible to make those KPIs hit? It's pretty much our goal, because I know for a fact that if someone does 50 agents added to follow up per day, and on top of that do 5 written offers a day with Offer Blaster, then it's impossible for them not to close a deal. So how do we get it to the point where we are able to do this at scale to get as many damn realtors in follow-up as possible, okay? Every single day. I see even at the 500 mark, when you have 500 realtors in your follow-up, that's usually when we see results start coming in every single day. We'll see leads coming in every single day. So that's something we've been working on. We have the data metrics to be like, hey, if you hit this, you're good. But a lot of people don't do it. And like they have the system with them. It's just like, I don't know. Some people just have too high of expectations, and they're like, hey, if I buy Andy's system and I just press buy, I just automatically get a deal. It's like, no, that's actually not how it works. So sorry. So that's that. Working on a couple more optimization stuff for Astro Blaster. Really the main ones are going to be the AI follow-up identifier workflow alpha version. Next one is going to be Offer Blaster 2.0, which is probably the biggest one. I'm really excited to start testing this stuff out. I actually could start testing it out pretty much tomorrow, but I need to finish up these SOPs because they're pretty much top priority. So I'm gonna finish up these SOPs, do all this stuff, and yeah, we may or may not, include back the text message blasts. I don't know yet. We may approach in a way where it's like, hey, I just gave you a call, so on and so forth. But the problem is, it also gets very difficult at scale. But I can also give an option to people like, hey, if you're going to be doing text message blasts, you can build out your own text message thing. It's just up to your own risk. And if you do see opt-outs, I would highly encourage you to discontinue it immediately. Either fix your opt-out language to make it more creative, or maybe you just send a GIF, or maybe you just call. Like the thing is, calling is the most sustainable. However, it's what people avoid the most because it's, 1, expensive if you hire someone, you have to train them, and 2, if you did it yourself, it's time consuming, and a lot of people don't want to do that. There's very few people who actually like to call. So that's the gap I've been trying to figure out. Now it's going to be possible with like AI voice calling. So that's something that we're going to be doing is going to be that AI voice calling. Now I don't know when that's actually going to be a thing. Maybe I think it's probably, knowing now the Go High Level team, I think probably before the summit this year, which is in October. I hope it's not going to take that long. We can still, provide a shit ton of value without it. It's just, it would be game changer to have that sort of thing to, 1, be able to collect those opt-outs at scale, and 2, be able to maybe call a bunch of MLS listings without you having to be there. Like that's a huge thing. And maybe what can be possible is maybe doing IVRs, but IVRs for inbound, so it really doesn't. Maybe actually, what if we set up an IVR? And if you don't know what IVR is, if you make an inbound call to a company, or if you call a company, usually they'll have these like call systems in place, like press 1 to do this, press 1 to do that. And that's one of the things that maybe something to think about to implement. But okay, all right, going to the gym right on time today. Let's go. So someone in the Astro community was like, for those who have purchased Astro Blaster, what has your experience been like? And I'm not even on this post. And Luke is like, it's how I got my first deal. And Nathan's like, Andy created a pretty cool CRM. I see a lot of people getting deals with Astro Blaster. Ruben is one of our VIP guys. He said good. Sean, he did like 200K last year with Astro Blaster. He said good. And then Gordon got this really long, great review. I didn't ask for any of this. This was just because the product is good. And honestly, I think it can improve so much more. And I'm so stoked to just share with the Astro community, Astro Blaster community, what's coming. So I'm pretty excited, especially new AI features, and then we can actually promote as AI. And we're actually going to track data with it. So we're actually going to be like, hey, we actually have saved our clients so and so amount of time. So yeah, I mean, we really do this. So yeah. Here we go. We're heading back now. It's a good workout. Again, my level of exertion at the gym is so much higher now, and I love it so much. I have no time to fuck around in there. Really, you can get a good workout in 30 to 45 minutes. Like if you push hard as fuck, and if blood is flowing to your muscles for like 90% of that 30 minutes, dude, you're like, that's pretty good. Like that's pretty good. Like just imagine, like there's a difference between like sprinting for 30 minutes, which is like crazy, and like just jogging for 30 minutes. Anyone can jog, like an avid runner could jog for 30 minutes, but if they do that every day, they're not really going anywhere. And even if they go for longer, there is a ceiling to that. But for me, I cram as much shit as I can, and I exhaust myself as much as I can in that 40 to an hour of time I have in that gym. So I just push. I go to failure pretty much on every set. And honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel good about my workouts. I'm breaking a sweat. I love when my workouts are breaking a sweat, because that's when I know, I'm doing pretty good. If you're not breaking a sweat, then you're not pushing hard enough. That's just the truth. So my level of exertion is really much higher now, and sauna is definitely crucial. Sauna is super crucial after, so tomorrow I'm not as sore as I usually am, because that's also something too, is that sometimes like, I'm so sore, like, because I really am, like I really, and even though I definitely could go that day, I just end up just not going, because I'm like, damn, I'm so sore, I know it's gonna be a bad workout. Because when you're sore, you end up having a high risk of injuring yourself and shit. So it's like, it's better for you just to either go super light, but then I'm like, is that really worth it? But I hit the sauna right after, just so helps my muscles relax a lot more, and they end up being a lot less sore the next day, especially for a leg day. Like yesterday, I pushed my leg super fucking hard, and usually I'd be like limping right now, and I'm fucking fine. Like I could run right now. Like I'm feeling pretty good. And today I just destroyed my chest and triceps. I've been doing the same split for like 4 years now, Ooh. Oh, you want to race? Look at that. It's a Urus. I don't know if you guys see that, but it's a Urus. All black Urus. It's fucking sick. Can't even see him because he's all fucking tinted. That's like, I wouldn't want like something like that, but I'd want like a that matte black, like a G-Wagon. A matte black G-Wagon. You know, this Tesla's cool. It's simple. It'll last me for a couple years, but I'll definitely get like a sports car soon, like a Porsche 911, and then like a nice G-Wagon. Switch this out for a Cybertruck, you know, like the beast mode Cybertruck, something sick, you know. But right now is a season of working my ass off and delivering as much value as possible. Okay. The goal is not the money. The goal is to help as much fucking people as possible and to work hard as fuck. That is the goal right there. The goal, honestly, I know I'll be happy, you know, temporarily with the amount of money I'm gonna get. But I know what will truly make me. Trying to race me? You trying to race me? This guy was like speeding up on me. But what would truly make me happy is shit like that. What I just showed you on my phone was people doing deals. People that are doing their first deals. I'm changing people's lives, you know, with my work. And that truly brings me happiness, is being able to change people's lives and to really, you know, do in such a way where it's not financially, but it's like, it's also impacting them mentally and all that. So that's really my goal. And then like the G-Wagon's cool, you know, the Cybertruck's gonna be cool. I know it's gonna be cool as fuck. I'm not gonna deny. I'm not gonna be like this guy who's like, yeah, it's just not gonna go. That shit's gonna be sick as fuck. That shit's gonna be sick as fuck. But what truly deep down will make me really happy is 100,000 people that are like, you have changed my life. That is where I want to be. 1 million people. The more people, the better. The more impact I can make, the better. Okay? Because then I wouldn't have died on this earth for nothing. Okay? I want to die leaving an actual impact on this earth, changing people's lives, and that's what I want to do. I'll see you tomorrow. Continue on a journey to impacting more lives.